Hi ladies, I am back for an update. My last update was around right before, I think it was like right before Christmas. I think it was like right before Christmas. Well, a lot has happened since my last video. Um, one second, hold on one second. Okay, I had to go and cut my heat up. It's kind of chilly here. We had a little snow yesterday, but it wasn't like a dusting, if that. It only lasted for 10 minutes, so it wasn't a lot. So, anyway, first off, Happy New Year's, everybody. I can't believe today is the last day of the year. It's crazy how fast the year went. It's crazy how fast the year went in my apartment too. I'm still waiting on news about the townhouse that I put in for, that I applied for. So hopefully by next month I will find out because my lease is up in February, the end of February. So I'm trying to get to my townhouse before my lease is up. So we'll see. Anyway, my cycle update is on December the 15th, I started my cycle. Now, I did progesterone for 2 days, and I did it, the way I did it was I did two, I inserted 2 pills, which was 400 milligrams one day. I skipped a day, and then I inserted 2 more. And then I said, I didn't do it anymore. I did not know my body was going to respond to just doing 2 days. Last time I did 5 days of 400 milligrams, and boom, I was on within a matter of 3 days. So I wasn't expecting anything. And the only reason why I did that was because I had started brown discharge, brown spotting, and I had constant brown spotting, as in my cycle was about to start but never did. And I wasn't pregnant and I wasn't ovulating. So I was like, let me jumpstart this because I was already into the cycle, into like the 90s, I believe. I got my new phone on, so I'm not sure if my new phone will pull up my fertility friend account, because it was saved on my other phone. We can see. So anyway, so I have to sign in. Let me see. Wait. Oh yeah. So it does remember. I got it. So yeah. Looks like my last cycle was, wow, September the 17th. Even though, yeah, it was, I believe, so anyway, I had like a 90 something day cycle. So come the 15th of December, I had noticed that I had started, sorry about that. I had started my cycle, and And I was like, okay, cool. So it started off a little slow, and then it started coming in heavy. And I expected it to be heavy because it's been close to 3 months since I had a cycle. It was like basically 2 days from being 3 months. So I was like, okay. And then I had to go to work the next day, and I noticed I was going through super TMI. I was going through super tampons about every hour. So I was like, okay, well, this is a really heavy flow. And at work, I'm glad I wore black pants because I ended up messing up my pants. I was bleeding so much. I was going through my tampons at that point in time every half an hour. And being a cashier, I don't get that frequent of bathroom breaks. So I came home and I laid down and I went to sleep because I was so tired. And I woke up and I was so weak and drained. I was bleeding so much. I couldn't use tampons. I was going to super tampons every half an hour, if not 20 minutes. I had overnight pads on. I had a towel. It was crazy. Then I started passing clots. Like, oh my jeez, it was ridiculous. It was to the point where I called my mom and I was like, Mom, I think I have to go to the hospital because I'm bleeding too much. I couldn't move. I was really weak. I needed help getting out of bed. I could not eat. It was bad, and it lasted. It was that heavy for about 4 to 5 days, and it worked. It kind of helped that I had off for 3 days. Those 3 days, all I did was lay in bed. I believe the last day I was able to get up and walk around. It was really hard. That's the worst. And believe me, I went years without a period. I went months without a period, and I've never had a period that heavy before in my life. And I knew that my blood count was low. I knew that everything was low because I couldn't get out of bed. I was starting to feel dizzy. I was weak, but I didn't want to go to the hospital. I was scared. So, I was scared it was gonna keep me, and I don't know. It was just such a scary thing. Good thing my mom had Shania because I wouldn't have been able to do anything. So, after that, I started to slow down and I started to spot. So I was like, okay, it's about over. The next day, it came back again, and for a whole day, it was every half an hour. Every half an hour, I was changing tampons to every hour. Then it just died down to just spotting for a few days. So total, it lasted for a little over a week, about 8 days. So then on day 8, when I was still spotting, I noticed that I had egg white CM. Now, if anybody remember in my vlogs, I've never had egg white CM before. A lot anyway. I have scant egg white CM. I guess from when I had pre-cancer when I was younger, and they had to do the cryotherapy of my cervix and all that, and all the biopsies that had been done on my cervix, from the abnormal pap smears, the pre-cancer, and so on and so forth. I don't have the cells, I guess, that produce CM, or they could have been damaged, which happens when you have any type of removal of tissue in your cervix. And I started having really stretchy, it would stretch. You see, I was like, what's this? But I was still spotting, and I don't like having it. And of course, while I'm doing anything else other than just normal, so it kept going. So from cycle day 8 to 12, I had seen him. And I stopped spotting, and I still had it. It was in an abundance. Like, it was TMI again. It was a lot. It was falling out of me. It was on toilet paper. It was everywhere. So on Saturday 12, I was like, well, let's see what this could be, because I didn't do no ovulation test. I wasn't going to put myself in that category. So I was like, I'd rather just go with the flow and see what happens. So Saturday 12, I realized that I didn't have it at the entrance of my who, but when I checked near my cervix, it was still there. So I'm guessing I was starting to dry up. So I finally had intercourse, and it was still there. So the next day, Saturday 13th, I was dried up, and I've been that way since Saturday 13th. I have now started to produce cream ECM, and I had spotting for 2 days on Saturday 14 and 15, and I'm Saturday 17 now. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I did take an ovulation test just to see if it was, maybe if I had a surge, I would see it go down. And my ovulation test was pretty dark. It wasn't positive. I was already ovulated, is what I'm guessing, and it was going down. So that's what I took from it. Do I truly believe I ovulated? I'm not sure. I don't know. But what I do know is that for them 5 days, I had egg white CM in abundance. Maybe my body was starting to act right. Maybe it reset itself with that heavy period. I don't know. So I plan on testing next week sometime, as maybe like 2-3 PO, somewhere in there. I'm not sure, and go from there. But if I'm not pregnant, I'm not stressed out over it. I do have my medicines that I plan on starting, and the medicines for the cycle that I have is Clonal F and Minipure. I do have a 5K trigger shot coming as well, and I'm still looking for Femera or Clomid. I don't really want Clomid because I don't think I respond to it, but I'm going to look for Femera. If not, then I'm going to just do an all-injectable cycle, and be careful because you can overstim very easy and faster with just injections than the pills and injections. So far, I didn't want to too long of a video. I have more to share from Shania's clothing haul from Toys R Us and Walmart, and I'm gonna add a few more stores in there for the winter and next year. And the end of next year, I'm buying her girdle size clothes, like extra small, sizes 4, sizes 5, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my baby's in sizes 4, sizes 5. I can do her Christmas haul, what she got for Christmas. A lot of toys are not open yet because she's playing with just specific ones, so I don't want her to have everything open at one time and just scattered everywhere. So I could do a Christmas haul, I can do a clothing haul, a clearance clothing haul, because that's where y'all coming from. I'm going to start with some of shoes, and I'm going to do a household supplies haul, because at my job we get great discounts on stuff that we're selling out of. So we had a 90% only for employees, 90% off Christmas supplies. Anything dealt with Christmas, and I got Christmas stuff for next year. I got some stuff I'm gonna use to decorate my house now, and I can go through everything with you because I love it. I love it. This is the second time we had a 90% off sale for employees, and I can see right now I can furnish my whole house just from working at Lowe's. So I will try to come back on. I'll probably do a little skit saying Happy New Year to everybody once it's 12 o'clock and go from there. So if I don't get a chance to upload this video now, this video was recorded at about 5:24 on the 31st of December, the last day of the year. I am excited to find out what the new year brings. I'm just excited all in general. I'm happy with my job. I'm happy where I live. And I'm happy with TTCing. It's starting to get better than I expected. I say it like that. Because we all have our days where emotionally, we just feel off. And I was feeling like that. But I'm coming around. It's getting easier. So, alright, ladies, I'll come back with her. Oh, and I'm going to introduce you to Shania's father. I'm going to start doing couples vlogs with him so y'all can meet him and his silly, his personality is his personality. That's all I can say. You can judge for yourself. But I'm going to start doing couples vlogs with Shania's dad, and we'll go from there. So, alright, ladies, y'all have a great New Year's and be safe. And enjoy your families. Have a great night. Bye.